Hello and welcome into a Slice of Life hour with me, Eugene Low, for some do-it-yourself motivation. Now, as a businessman or entrepreneur, you might be familiar with a business turnaround plan. But what about a life turnaround plan? Well, the principles can be quite similar. And it involves rebooting or resetting your system, which perhaps has been getting a bit buggy. So it's all about streamlining our lives and, putting it on a more stable and efficient footing. Sharing her thoughts on how we can create a life turnaround plan for ourselves is my guest, Viya Chen, who is a member of the Executive Committee of the International Coaching Federation, a non-profit organization that guarantees the evolution of the art and science and practice of professional coaching. Viya herself is an associated certified coach specializing in using the tool of Gallup's StrengthsFinder. She has more than 25 years experience in global corporate as business leaders, including executives in Fortune 100 corporate and general manager role in the APMEA region. She's also the founder of Viya Biz Coaching and Consultancy, supporting clients in Chinese and English in the Asia region. She's also the speaker and author of See, the Power of Vision. Hi, Viya. Thanks for joining us here today.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm very good. Now, I've heard about your ability to help people develop a business or a life turnaround plan. Where do we start?
Okay, I'm the business and turnaround coach. I also use a similar strategy to support people's life to turn around. I have done a sophisticated coaching process to make it become a simple process in 3 strategies. First of all, is envision, and engage and empower.
All right, the 3 E's. Okay. Tell us more about the first E, then envision.
Okay, the first E, envision. Envision is you need to vision what's your ultimate goal for your life or your business. What's your purpose of your life? Then once you have a clear picture about where you're going to, then you are in a clear status of understand what the vision about. So I have a different tool can help my client to visionary where they are going to by either writing or visionary photo. So that's a part of my coaching strategy in first step.
Okay, so does this involve visualization? We hear quite a bit about that when it comes to coaching and embarking on a new path for your life.
Yeah.
How will we actually do this?
Okay.
Can you give us some examples of how you get your clients to go through this process of envisioning and visualizing?
Okay. Normally, I have a couple different approach. One is I will prepare different photo, so you can decide which photo can better represent you or present your future. And the other option I have is a Lego. The bricks, right?
Okay.
You can use a Lego to create the life. Then when you're talking about the Lego, the picture that you create by your hands, then after you describe where you're going to, then your future will become vivid because you will clearly understand that are you happy with the status now or any change you want to make in a small pieces of a Lego bricks.
Right. So it goes into that sort of very physical and tangible aspect as well, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Because when you're talking about Lego bricks, you're talking about the play, right? You're talking about the game. So you're not talking about yourself. So you will be more relaxing.
Okay.
And you will be more freedom to express what the life you want to be and what kind of a freedom you want to achieve in your life or your wealth or your money or your time.
Right, I see how I suppose a typical person can feel a lot of pressure, especially when you ask them, big questions like, who are you really? Where are you now? Where do you want to go? It can be quite daunting, but you use these, other methods to help them relax, right? Looking at choosing photographs. What sort of photographs are we looking at?
I have a different picture. Some of the picture coming from Gallup StrengthsFinder. Before you start your coaching, you can do the little test to have a more understanding about your strengths. Because when you look at your strengths, that means you look at your positive side of your life. Then together with some photo, when you pick up the photo that can represent yourself, you will feel more relaxing because you don't need to create something. You just look at a photo and say, that's my life. That's what I want to be.
Okay.
So that's the first step of envision.
So you present them with a couple of choices already.
Yes.
So what will the choices say about my strengths or my vision? Could you give us some examples of what sort of images do you use?
Okay. There's a couple of the StrengthsFinder. They have 34 different photos.
Oh, I see. So there's a standard sort of like a process for this. Okay.
Yes. And normally that would be the one of the part of the envision is after you have done the small test, you will know your top 5. And this is a top 5 that will build synergy. For example, if you are strategic, future, relator, or includer, then in your life and your relationship, by the coaching process, you will know how to build a synergize of your strengths and reflect on the picture that you pick up. And if you can put a picture on somewhere, for example, your iPhone screen, you can continue to remind yourself, that's me.
Right,
That's what I go into. So you can use a visualization and or creativity to help you to continue reminding yourself, that's who I am. That's what I want to be.
Right. So previously where we might have been at odds with maybe the environment we are in, the system that we're working in due to our unique strengths, right? So now, once we know what our strengths are and the kind of environments that we do best in, then we can continually seek to put ourselves in those environments. Of course, we can't do it all the time. Sometimes we get thrust into environments we don't work very well in, but having that reminder is so important.
Yes.
So that's the first step of envisioning. What about engaging?
Engaging is you have your head, which is analysis, right? And your heart is what you love. And your hands, how you take action. So in the engaging second strategy is how you can align your head, your heart, and your hand.
Okay.
Like what you're thinking about, what you love about, and how you take action to make them happen. So that's one of my coaching model, how I can help my client to align these 3 parts.
Can you give us an example of how that works? I suppose it's what you think about, how you're feeling, and what you're doing. So if these 3 parts are in alignment, obviously you'll be able to reach your goals in a faster period of time. Yeah,
that will go together with some of the area. For example, I want to be the teacher because I can. That's what I'm good at. Then, do you love to be the teacher? And you want to teach little kids or you want to teach university students because they will, you need different skill, right? Different knowledge and different skill. Then once you know that, okay, for example, some of my clients, they enjoy spend time with kids. So that's what they love. And if you are going to be the teacher of the kindergarten, you need to have a skill. You need to take action to go to some school and to be trained to become a professional teacher for kindergarten. The training will be different, totally different with the professor of university. So that's starting from what you think I'm good at and what I love to spend my time and my life together, and what the action can support me to make my job better and make my life better.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I mean, having the passion for something it's one. It's a big part of it, but you do need the skills.
Yeah, that's true.
As well, yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. What about the third part, which is empowering ourselves?
Empowering is how you maximize your strengths. Once you know your talent, it's a raw talent. If you don't continue to practice or doing more about your strengths, some of the strengths you will probably not discover in your own life. But once you know what's your strengths, what's the area that you can continue to support you to take action. So you can this awareness can help you to activate patience and leading a strategic action, and step by step get closer to the vision and help you to turn around the situation you may not like to live now. So more important is that you know where you are going to and what your attitude, skill, and knowledge can help you, and how you can take action step by step, and supported by coach. because a coach can be like your friend or your
guide,
supporter.
right?
Yeah, that's right. Support you to deliver and celebrate the success of a different milestone.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's very hard to, take a mirror and just see the reflection what we truly are. Sometimes it takes a third-party perspective to help, nudge us in the correct areas, ask us the right questions, and take part in the right activities in order to peel away the layers of who we really are today. And Viya Chen helps her clients do that as an associated certified coach, more than 25 years experience in the global corporate arena as well. She is also a member of the executive committee of the International Coaching Federation, a non-profit organization that guarantees the evolution of the art and science of the practice of professional counseling. And she'll continue to share with us about how we can create our life turnaround plan here on A Slice of Life Hour on 9-3 Live in just a while. My guest today helps her clients turn around their lives or businesses with some strategies, beginning with envisioning or visualization your goals, where you want to go, engaging, which is the alignment of your head, your heart, and your hands, and also empowering. And in the next this part of the show, Viya Chen, who is a member of the Executive Committee of the International Coaching Federation, a non-profit organization that guarantees the evolution of the art and science and practice of professional counseling. She's professional coaching, that is. She's also the executive director of Viya Biz LLP. That coaches is a coaching consultancy as well. Tell us, Viya, how then? What next then? Once we've done that envisioning and engaging and empowering, what do we move on next to create that life turnaround plan for ourselves?
Okay, during the three process, you will also need to know what's your shape, SHAPE.
My shape.
Shape, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, the shape represents your strengths, your heart, your ability, your personality, and your experience. Okay, so shape is a way that you have always dreamed about. So if you get more understanding about your shape, then and understand that each of us have a unique gift, and the process of the shape is just like unwrapping your gift. Step by step, then it's just like a checklist that you can look at what your strengths, your heart, love, what's your ability, personality, and experience. Then you will have a clear picture about yourself. Right. And you will have a confidence, and you will enjoy what you're doing in your life. Sounds
like a journey of self-discovery, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first step is strengths. We often take our most powerful talent for granted. Right, we're good at use the right hand, but we just take it as a granted. Growing up, I use my right hand.
It's very natural, right? Because it comes so easily for us. Of course, we don't think it is a strength or ability, right?
Yeah, that's right. But just imagine that you're doing the work that you're good at. You're good at communication, so you will enjoy your role in the media. Yeah. Because you're good at
something that comes effortlessly to you. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. So if you have a full aware of your strengths, then you will know what's the direction you can move to, and we just need a little bit help to discover by some of the assessment tool. It takes 20 minutes. Then you can give top 5 strengths that you can work around. That's the first step, that you know yourself. And the second is about your patient. We're just talking about is your heart alignment, right? And during the coaching dialogue, the coach normally will ask you a couple questions: what you love to be, what you want people to call you, and what you are going to be in 5 years from now. And if you are on media, what you want the media talk about you. So that's about your heart, your patient. And naturally, you will just express what I love to be, what I want people to see me. And you will be able to confirm that you want to live in a legacy or live the legacy.
Right, okay. Yeah, is it possible that, my strengths are not the things I actually love doing. Right? Some people are very good at mathematics, for example, or they're great at like science type of thing, like chemistry and all that, but that may not be what they love doing. So have you come across people who are like that, and what do you do to help them align those?
Yes, definitely. It's if you know that, for example, you're good at mathematics, you're good at analytical, right? So for the news broadcasting, you know how to analyze the situation.
Oh, right, okay.
Right? So you probably were more good at some of a number. So when you do some of the stock price or forex trend report,
right,
you definitely have the picture about what it should look like and how I can describe the story well in my language, in my role, to help my audience understand that how they can move around and make a right decision because of your skill.
I see. Okay. We're just getting into that, our shape, which is SHAPE, and we've just gone into those strengths first of all. Strengths, hearts, abilities, personality, and experience. And we'll continue to go into detail into our shape, as it were, in the next part of our show that's coming up after the news. We're going to go for headline news, sports, and business in just a bit, but following that, we'll come back with Viya Chen, who is my guest today, an associate certified coach, a member of the executive committee of the International Coaching Federation. You can get more information on Viya via her website as well, which is at viabiz, viabiz.asia. Well, continue to stay with me, Eugene Low, on 938 Live as we continue to create our life turnaround plan that's happening in about 15 minutes here on 938 Live. We're getting some do-it-yourself motivation here on a Slice of Life Hour with me, Eugene Low, and helping us create a life turnaround plan, resetting or rebooting our operating system. Yes, we human beings are quite similar to machines or computers in that sense. Every once in a while, we have to get rid of all that goo and the gunk that's accumulated, right, in our brains and in our hearts as well. And so basically streamlining our life, really taking stock of the goals that will get us to the places that we want to go. And sharing those thoughts with us is my guest Viya Chen, a member of the executive committee of the International Coaching Federation, a non-profit organization that guarantees the evolution of the art and science and practice of professional coaching. Alvia is an associate certified coach specializing in using the tool of Gallup's StrengthsFinder, and she has more than 25 years experience with global corporate business leaders, including executives in Fortune 100 companies. She's also the author of a book, See the Power of Vision, which I understand is in Chinese, but it's being in the process of being translated into English as well. So congratulations on that, Viya, as well. All right, we just were getting into that the strategy that you have for us that's called SHAPE.
Yes.
So identifying our shape, SHAPE, which stands for strengths, hearts, abilities, personality, and experience. Just recap for us, what are those elements in our shape?
As you mentioned, streamline your life is what a coach can help.
This is the strategy that you use to help your clients as well.
Yeah, that's right. And the shape represents, first of all, you know your strengths. You need to know what's your talent, because we get used to the most powerful talent. But how we leverage our talent is the first step. Know your talent. And then once you know your talent, you know what you're patient and what you love to do. And by leveraging your talent and your strengths, you can have the ability to do what you're able to do. That will be the ability parts. Then after ability, the StrengthsFinder also help you to identify your personality, because assessment is what the action that you automatically react when you look at the question. So that will reflect your personality as well. So once you have clearly understand your personality and know what affect how and where you are doing, and that will help you to have an ability to tackle with the challenge in different ways.
Okay. What about the E, which stands for experience? What does that mean?
Okay, the E is when you look back in your life, you must have some good story that will inspire your future, coming from your education, coming from your family, or coming from your vocational experience. So we get used to that. I graduate from certain school, or I work for a certain role for more than 10 years. You don't think that's a strength because you get used to that.
Yes.
But actually, you must have something that you can provide, can offer to people around you to help them to success or achieve their goal or their dream as well. But sometimes we're just not aware that we have the ability.
Right. Okay.
And the experience will really not help us, but also help the others.
I see. So perhaps that bit of piano lessons that you had as a kid, which you've not actually become a piano teacher, but can use those skills in whatever you're doing as well. So it's really looking back, reaching far back into your experience, whatever sort of qualifications, educational experience that you have had, and really combining and integrating all of that with your future goals.
Yes,
right?
That's right. That's right. So, for example, we're talking about Google, you search the information on the computer. We get used to do that. We spend 8 hour on the computer. So we know where to get the information. But some people, they may not know how to open the computer, or they may not open the computer to find the relevant information can help them.
Right. Okay.
Right. But because we think that's a very simple step that we know already, but it doesn't mean the other people know. But if you know that who need your support, who need your help, then you contribute your talent or your ability, then that will become part of accumulate your experiences as well.
I see. So very often we don't see our skills as very valuable, right? But you help your clients to think, I suppose, more creatively out of the box and find solutions in which they can be a part of.
Yes, that's right.
Like they
that's
can
true.
of value to other people, and then they can actually, financial value aside. That comes later, right? I suppose. But then it really opens up a world of opportunities and possibilities for you.
Yes, that's right. Because as we just mentioned, that if you envision what kind of life you want to be, then you write down your goal in different areas. For example, your financial, as you mentioned, your relationship, your career, your health. Every point you need to take effort to practice and to devote it and to take action in order to make it happen. And it takes time. Right? We just talking about the green tree in Singapore. It takes 50 years.
Yes.
It's
to become a garden city,
to
right?
become a garden. That's right. So if you identify the goal and you envision what the life you want to be, then take a step by step and celebrate the achievement in a small milestone. Then you will get used to living in a life that in the right track. So the attitude will help you to turn your challenge become the opportunity and achieve the life that you want to be.
And the key to achieving this is that alignment, like you mentioned earlier, of our head, our heart, and our hands. So how do you help your clients align these three elements of themselves?
It just visualize. Actually, there's 3 people. One is your head. Your head know that what's your strengths, what you're good at, what's the challenge about. That's a head. That's a very logical information, right? But your heart told you that, okay, I know I need to work hard, but I enjoy the work-life balance. That's what I love, right? But how you can achieve the passion of your life or achieve the work-life balance that you're looking for, because your heart told you, I want to be here, then, but your brain say, no, my challenge of the work is like this, and financial challenge is like that. That's it. So they need to talk. They need to have a dialogue between your head and your heart and get agreement. So once your head and your heart have some alignment, they agree with a certain direction, then use your gut, use your hand to step by step lay out the step that you need to take action. And with a measurement means you cannot just move in a direction you have no idea where you're going to. How you measure your success, right? With a measurement, I'm going to save $50 per week. That's a measurement.
Right,
and I'm
okay.
going to do volunteer work for 2 hours per week. That's a measurement. So you make it more specific.
Yeah.
Then you will be able to commit to your time and your energy to make something happen.
Yeah. I'm beginning to see how looking critically at these three portions of your being can be so important to helping you streamline and really to make your life more efficient. I'm just wondering about, for example, the case of someone who might be, say, legally trained, who is, trained to be a lawyer, but doesn't really have passion in the law, actually. He or she actually would rather work, say, with children or with youth. So you can see how you can integrate that sort of thing. Perhaps, help youths or children who might be dealing with legal problems. Things like that, right? So that you kind of like integrate all of your skills and your whole holistic being to these goals.
Yeah, that's a very good example because some lawyer, they can use empathy or harmony to contribute the weekend to do some missionary work.
Right.
That's some case that I have seen in Singapore. So from Monday to Friday, he or she will be the professional lawyer to deal with the challenge of the work. But on Sunday and Saturday, they spend time with the children. Then leverage the personality and the strengths of the harmony and relationship and include some of the strengths in their life during the weekend. But they can find that the meaning of the life, and this kind of experience will also contribute to the way that deal with case. So you will see some of a lawyer actually they are more understanding. They are more includer. They try to make the people feel comfortable to talk to them. So that's how they leverage their strengths.
I see. Okay. And you are offering our listeners something quite special, a $500 value one-on-one coaching with you.
Yes.
And this, you have to get in touch with Viya directly via email. I'm going to give you an email now. And the first three first three listeners to email Viya with reference to this show, of course, on 938 Live, will get a chance to get that $500 value package. And the email is viabiz.asia@gmail.com. That's viabiz.asia@gmail.com. All right. And tell us more about what listeners can expect from that session with you.
Okay. I will give the listener the top 5 strengths assessment. So you will get a call from Gallup StrengthsFinder. Then you will only need to spend 20 minutes. Then you will get your top 5 strengths as well as your action plan.
Okay.
How to activate your strengths.
Right.
Because before you activate, it's only talent. It may not be the strengths.
Okay.
Then after you activate, you know your action plan. Then I will do one-on-one coaching to help our audience to name their strengths and claim the strengths and aim the strengths to develop some of the action plan to deal with the challenge.
How do you actually activate the strengths? I'm curious about that one.
It's a consciously practice.
Right. Okay.
So you need to have some of for example, take myself as an example.
Yeah.
I have a piece of a small paper on my iPhone. Then I can continue remind myself, here is my strengths. Do I use my strengths to maximize? For example, one of my strengths is a maximizer. To maximize what I'm doing today, and or to activate what I want to make it happen today. So you could continue remind yourself, and then you know what's a positive and what area you may need to be cared about. So once you use your strength to benefit the other, not only to think about yourself, that means you activate.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
You will see the benefit.
That's where you see the value for yourself or other people, right? And the meaning comes in also, right?
That's right.
So our strengths gain power through repetition, through constant action. So that's where the reminding comes in very often, because it's very easy for us to get caught up in the daily day-to-day sort of distractions, right? And as we don't think about activating our strengths so much. And that's how sometimes some of us can get into a stage where we feel a little lost, right? But the key is in constant reminding.
Yes, that's right. And this StrengthsFinder, this strengths, you also can work together as a group. So, for example, if the group have a people of 10, then some people is good at a relationship, some people good at strategy. Then when you leverage the power of the team, you can support each other.
All right. Thank you very much, Viya, for joining us today.
Thank you.
My guest, Viya Chen, who is a member of the Executive Committee of the International Coaching Federation, a non-profit organization that guarantees the evolution of the art and science and practice of professional coaching. Now, Viya is also an associated certified coach. You can get more information on her over at viyabiz.asia. That's VIA, clever play on her name as well, viyabiz.asia. And if you have something to share with me as well on the show, get in touch with me via my email. It's eugene@mediacorp.com.sg. I'm Eugene Low, and this has been a Slice of Life here on 938 Live. Thank you so much for your company today.